Welcome to Remain Health Educator Mike. All right. Like we all know, this Healthy Living Global, and this is a channel created for health promotion and disease prevention, creating of awareness um, to see that we all gain a better health. So it's a channel where we interact and where um, we get more updates, right? Both the health workers and healthcare providers are expected to be here to get more updates. For the health workers, it will update them on their practices, and for the healthcare consumers, it will make them to stay on the know and also to make healthy choices. So our goal is simple: taking the healthy living to a global scale. Right, so that is our goal. That is what we intend to achieve on this live streaming channel, and in fact on this YouTube channel in general. So yesterday we did a lot of discussion on different things about insomnia. Even that of day before yesterday, we did the same thing. We we concluded the discussions yesterday and highlighted a lot of things that were expected to do in order to remain healthy, in order to sleep fine, all right, which listed a lot of things like scheduling at the right time, making sure that your environment is okay, not being noisy, not having high temperature, not having being much cold, all right, and also not taking heavy meals before going to bed, not taking carbonated or caffeinated drink, all right, and also not exercising few minutes before going to bed. Rather, you need to exercise during the day, then at night you can sleep and gain enough sleep and a restful night. So that is it. We listen a lot of things as regards to that. So today we'll be discussing about ingredients in cream that is capable of making someone to develop skin cancer. Right? Ingredients in cream. What are those ingredients? Henceforth, whenever you get any cream, in fact, even the cream you are using presently, make sure you check the ingredients. Before now, NAFDAC started a campaign urging Nigerians to read the food label, right? Which any food we want to consume, right? Like you get any packaged food, read the label so that you know the content. If you don't understand what it's saying, you can research on it, right? To know what those ingredients is capable of doing in your body, right? Then know how whether it's safe for you, or um, you will do away with it, right? So it's just left for you to make the necessary decisions after reading the details. So urging us to do what? To read the food label. So that is how it is with there's cosmetics also. The creams that are the one that are rubbing, please try as much as possible to read the content, right? Know the ingredients, right? So all those things are very necessary so that I know how they work on your skin, right? When you know how they work on your skin, it will enable you um to make the necessary choices, right, that are needed to avoid this cancer. So now we are starting with because a lot of them have different way of working, all right, and majorly they are lightening creams. Like you that will go to cosmetic shop and say, give me cream that will make me to lighten up. Yeah, of course it will lighten you up. Of course it's going to help in breaking the bond of dead cells on your skin, all right, leading to exfoliation of the dead skin layer. All right, so when it does that, it will leave your skin looking fresh. But remember that that same process is reducing what we call melanin, right, on your skin, or which is part of what is showing your skin color, right? All right, like people that are dark, they have what higher melanin. That melanin is very important because it helps what in protecting them from UV rays, all right, or radiation. So now, if you are buying all these lightening creams, right, you want to be white overnight to impress village people, please know the ingredients that you must buy. There's ones you can buy which is capable of making you to develop skin cancer. All right, so there's records about that that have shown already. So please pay attention to the end of this video and get more information on things we are going to discuss on this video about these ingredients that can make you to develop skin cancer. Number one that we are going to discuss is hydroquinone. Right? Many creams that we use have hydroquinone, right? Like Caro White, Caro this, that, whitening me. You know, in the world of cosmetics, is very competitive. And due to what people are demanding for these days, the demand for something that will make them to look like Oyibo, they want to look more fresh, they want to look in this way, look in that way, so that they will impress their relative. Some will want to impress their boyfriend, some will want to impress their boyfriend, and so on, and girlfriends, and so on. That's how we do it in our world today. So due to that higher demand, the manufacturers of cosmetics is going as far as adding a lot of things in those creams to make sure that they meet up with the demands. Though this thing is very common in a country where all the lightening cream are not properly regulated, right? There is countries where you reach, they have banned some products, all right, to be in a particular cream. They will tell you this particular one is not needed. Don't you, as a manufacturer, they will give you that instruction, do not add these ingredients in your cream, because of what it is dangerous. Even though it makes someone to look light and so on, it is very dangerous to the person's health. So, and you must not add it. But where it is not regulated, all right, you see this one will just produce his own, this one will produce this one, see this one lighting small, all right. Before you know it, this one will tell the friend, and everybody will be buying that particular product, that this one lightens money, make the person to be selling. And that is how the manufacturers are rejoicing. So in the market of cosmetics is highly competitive, and due to that fact that it's competitive and high demand of upgraded products and products that will meet the should I say, no, I won't say the need of because ordinarily is not supposed to be our need. So it's something that meet up to the wants of the people, what they want, not really what they need, right? And they begin to do all those productions. So number one we're going to mention in this cream is hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is contained in different creams, like even Caro White, Carotone, these that there are many creams that have this hydroquinone. All right, what does it do? Hydroquinone helps what in exfoliation of skin layer. All right, when it exfoliates the skin layer, it will leave the skin open to the sun rays, right? Especially if you use it over time, right? You see someone, if you can tell me witness about this, all right? Those that have been using Caro White for like 5 years, 10 years, shake their skin, they will have a condition we call exogenous onchronosis. Yeah, exogenous onchronosis, which is this blue black complexion or patches on the skin. You see their skin will not look uniform. All right, their skin will be looking somehow blue black with a kind of patches. All right, this to tell you that what is already dealing with the skin, and it's also causing hydroquinone also causes what we call oxidative stress, right? Breaking down of the skin cells more than necessary. So all those things is capable of making you to develop cancer, because when it reduces that surface of the skin, exfoliate that surface, it will leave the skin open to ultraviolet rays, all right, from the sunlight. It will lead to what? Sunlight damage. The sun will hit the skin and will lead to patches on the skin. All right, so please take note of that. Hydroquinone, if you see it in your cream, just know that you do not need to use it for a long period of time. Use it within shortest period of time. And if you must use it for a long period of time, use sun protection. I repeat, use sun protection, because if you did not use sun protection, when they exfoliate your skin, they will leave your skin to sun damage, and before you know it, many things will come in. All right, that's what leads to um, in fact, one of the things that lead to this skin cancer. So please take note of the hydroquinone. Check your cream. Does it have hydroquinone? If yes, use it with caution. Do not use it over a long period of time. And also, if you use it over a long period of time due to the fact that you love the cream and something, use some protection. If not, you are going to get what we call exogenous on chronosis. Definitely, if you use it over a long period of time or less, the only thing again that could make you not to develop this exogenous on chronosis, which is the blue black patches on the skin, is if you are always under AC. All right, maybe your environment is very cool, you are not exposed to sun rays. All right, always. That is what can make you not develop that. If not, definitely you will develop that. If you want to verify what I'm saying now, check those people that are roadside hustlers, right? Like other people roasting corn, or even all this yam by the roadside and so on. Go and check them out and um know how their skin is. All right, if you check it out, you are going to see that their skin, especially those people that have used Caro White or other lightening cream over the years, you discover that their skin is having a kind of patches. They'll have patch here, they'll have patches here, and so on here and there. So that's what happens when you use what hydroquinone over a long period of time without using sun protection. All right, without being under AC, you are always under the sun and you are using hydroquinone. So that is number one. Number two that we're going to mention is what we call mercury. Right, the chemical known as mercurius chloride. All right, mercurius chloride. This particular um chemical, which is contained in some cream, please go and check your cream. If this your cream have mercurius chloride, in fact, I will advise you just do away with it. Go and look for another cream, because this mercury is a known toxin. Is known already. In fact, it's not something that because in USA they have banned this mercury, right? Even NAFDAC have banned mercury, all right, in cream, and even WHO, right? They have banned what this mercury is not recommended at all to be using cream. But guess what? Is one of the major lightening ingredients, all right, chemicals. All right, if you see maybe there's somebody that is missing cream for you, you don't understand what the person is doing for you, and before you know it, mixes a cream that will make you to just go overnight, you become Oyibo, you are in danger. All right, know what you are using to avoid crying tomorrow, telling us you are having skin cancer. Of course, cancer treatment is not cheap, but prevention is very cheap. All right, prevention is cheap, but the treatment is not cheap. So this mercury, I say that what is a known toxin. This particular mercury also damages the DNA of the skin. So please take note, it damages the DNA of the skin. This mercury suppresses immune system influence or function on the skin. When the skin, the immune system is supposed to work on the skin, like maybe for instance, now if you are faced with, let's say, bacterial infection or something happens that will require your immune system to start work, right, and combat any bacteria, when you are using this mercury, it's going to reduce what the immune system influence on your skin. So your immune system cannot fight any bacteria or combat anything that is affecting your skin. That's another thing. Another thing again is that what this mercury causes kidney and even nervous system damage. Yeah, it causes what? Kidney and nervous system damage. You might say, how now? It's something I just use. That is a topical application that I did. So how come that it will lead to this kidney and nervous system damage? Remember that anything you use on the skin, just like other medication that I use, let's say for those that are using pain relievers, you use Aboniki. What happens, right? The skin absorbs the cream and it goes inside to work, right? So that is how it is with this mercury. The body absorbs it and to go into the body and is capable of damaging your kidney and even your central nervous system. So please take note. Another thing that this mercury will do is that what it makes what skin to be more sensitive to UV rays. All right, it makes what the skin to be sensitive to what UV rays. Of course, when it leads to exfoliation of your skin layer, it will make it to be more sensitive to ultraviolet rays. That is what will happen. Another thing again is that what of course it indirectly increases skin cancer, chance of skin cancer, or which I've mentioned that the WHO have banned it, NAFDAC have banned it. In fact, it's not supposed to be used at all. It's a known toxin. But guess what? Some of the cream we are using have this mercurious chloride, right? If you have maybe a private person that is arranging your cosmetics, right? The person not actually a dermatologist, but just someone you know that knows cream very well. All right, this person knows cream very well, and you keep that is going to the person to mix cream for you so that you become lighter and so on. Just know that what you may be at higher risk of developing cancer if care is not taken. So please do the needful. Make sure you prevent all those things by reading the ingredients on that cream. Read the ingredients and make sure you avoid the ones we are mentioning here. I mentioned hydroquinone. If you must use it with some protection, or use it for shortest possible period of time. If you use it over a long period of time, it can exfoliate your skin and expose your skin to ultraviolet rays. I've mentioned mercury, which is mercurious chloride. I said is a known toxin. It's very dangerous, increases what skin sensitivity to ultraviolet ray, damages kidney and nervous system. This mercury have been banned by what WHO and NAFDAC. In fact, is um, a dangerous ingredients in cream, Eva. All right, so please take note of that. And let me not say Eva because we have a lot of them. We are going to still mention, right? There's other one that is even more high than this mercury, right? But it's a known what dangerous ingredients in cream. Now, the next thing we are going to mention in this video for round off for today, then tomorrow we continue again, all right, is what we call steroid creams. All right, steroid. All right, we have different steroid example like this clobetasol, betamethasone. All those ones are what steroid creams. All right. Of course, we have many cream that have it. It's like all this fashion fair, all this what is even this their name, even we have different, like people that are in cosmetics. Check the tubes that you are using, right? Check the tubes you are using. You discover that a lot of them have this betamethasone or clobetasol. All right, so you see fashion fair, you see like a Tempovet, Tempovet gel, Move gel, and so on. All right, all those ones are the thing that you are expected to use it within shortest possible period of time. If you use it over a long period of time, of course, what it does is that what it thins the skin. What do I mean by that? It thins the skin. It makes what the skin tissue to become more narrow. You understand? Exposing the skin to what? To ultraviolet rays. So it's a skin thinner. This clobetasol, betamethasone. So if you are this fan of using the fashion fair, Tempovet gel, Move gel, and any of the gel that helps what no cause, even dark patches, anything that it does, right? Just to make sure that when you exfoliate that particular point or that area that is dark, you discover the thing will become lighter, right? And you begin to rejoice this cream is working. Yeah, fine, it's working, but use it within what shortest possible period of time. It's not a cream that you continue using over the years. No, it's not for a long-term use, because they are just like medication that works strictly to exfoliate that particular area that you are having dark spots. Once you exfoliate it, it will become more lighter, and your complexion and even the uniqueness of your beauty or handsomeness will become okay or be restored. But once you are able to get that result, discontinue. Once you get that result, you must discontinue at once, right? So that you avoid all those complications. So please take note, if your the tube you are using have clobetasol, betamethasone, or dexamethasone, or any other steroid contained cream, all right, please do well to use it shortest possible period of time. Do not use it over a long period of time, because of what? They are skin thinning medications. All right, they thin the skin, and when they thin the skin, they will make it to become what? Exposed to sunlight. So they are also known to cause cancer when you use it over a long period of time. So please take note of this. Take note of this. This one is very, in fact, particularly, it's very common, right? If you go to any cosmetic shop, you must see cream that have this clobetasol, you must see cream that have betamethasone, right, dexamethasone, and so on. So all those things is something you need to be aware of, and you need to um, take necessary measures or necessary action to prevent this skin cancer by avoiding those creams. And if you want to use it with caution. It's just like a prescription cream, all right, that you use for this dark spot, or you are using it for this knuckles, all right, or you are using it for this particular skin issue to exfoliate that particular side within shortest possible period of time. But if you continue using it over the years, because you are seeing it making you light, of course it's going to make you to be light. It will make you to be lighter, and if you continue using it in that way, I tell you, it may make you to develop skin cancer. You are a higher risk of developing skin cancer. Please take note of this. All right. Tomorrow we are going to continue our discussions um on other things about this ingredients in cream, all right, that is capable of making someone um to have skin cancer. All right, ingredients in cream that you must not use or you must avoid. All right, these are what ingredients in cream that you must avoid. Even this steroid which I mentioned, betamethasone and even clobetasol, they also helps what in reducing what we call skin barrier. All right, this the barrier that skin have to protect you from UV rays. It will reduce it, and before you know, exposing your skin, right, to UV rays. So please take note of that. Tomorrow we are going to continue our discussion on these particular creams that you must avoid, or ingredients in cream, right, that you must avoid for you not to develop skin cancer. Of course, prevention is cheap, but treatment is not cheap. Please take note of that and do well to share the link of this live streaming video to groups where you belong to, and let us see how we go. We are still moving gradually to see that we educate both the healthcare providers and healthcare consumers on this channel. Let's see how we take it to the permanent side. Thank you very much for joining us. If anyone have any question, put it on the comment section. Even if not now, I'm going to attend to it anytime I come around on this live streaming channel. So please do well to always be part of us. We stream every day by 10 a.m. and on Sunday between 12 to 3 p.m. We're not backing down, we're not going on holiday. We keep streaming. Do well to join us every day. We learn new things, and if you feel you are confused anywhere, you ask question in the comment section. I will answer you. My major aim is to see that we live a healthier life. Make what a healthier choice. We move to a greater height when it comes to our health. That is our major aim in this live streaming channel. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us for today. See you guys tomorrow by 10 a.m. Thank you.